because remember I can't afford all these electronics, so I had to hire Steve over here to be my teleprompter. Well, it was a long flight in, and I'm glad I came. New York's an interesting place, extremely expensive. I can find some places for those tax dollars to go. Right over here across the street, that fire station, it looks like they're working their butts off today. I'm sure hoping there's going to be a lot more people here. And you got to excuse my friend over here. My teleprompter keeps going dead. That or the fact that we couldn't afford any pens to write. And I don't write speeches. I fly by the seat of my pants. Everybody keeps leaving me around. Okay. I'm in the right spot. Got an X on my chest here. As Gigi said, I'm from Texas. I'm running for Congress in District 2. Right now I hold 42% of my vote. My incumbent has 46%. He voted against a bill to help our first responders. And that's fine. That's according to the Constitution. He should not vote yes. I disagree somewhat, but I'll stick to the Constitution. But now, on the other hand, how many veterans do we have in here? We have one. Wouldn't it be sad if they said, no, you can't have any medical benefits, you can't have any benefits because it's not in the Constitution? Well, that's what's going to happen. This is just the very beginning. This is just the top of it. Eventually, we will have no help. And that's almost a good thing. People will have to spend more money, pay for things. And this is going to be coming out of your pockets. Taxes are not going down. They're going to continue to go up. And I hope everyone remembers that come 2011. Because January 1, everybody's medical is paid. Except for first responders, of course. That's a pre-existing condition. Really, that's all I have to say is that I'm here to support this, and I hope everyone here donates. We need the money to help these guys. Thank you.
Hello, I'm back. My next speaker is Steve Susman. He also came here from Texas. He's running in District 22. And Steve is very well known on Facebook, in case you're a Facebook person, that a lot of us know each other from there. Steve, come on and here you go.
Good afternoon, New York City. I know you can hear me all the way from Texas.
Yeah.
Let me be clear. Oh, sorry, wrong speech. For the one veteran we do have here, I want to thank you for your service. It's much appreciated. Not enough people say it. I came here all the way from Houston, Texas to make an apology on behalf of the citizens of my district for my Congressman Pete Olson. He decided Americans don't come first. I kind of disagree with that. Because if we're going to spend $3 billion every week overseas in lands we don't belong in, well, that's kind of wrong to me. This is one of the many reasons I entered this race, just to let the 9/11 first responders, what I call heroes, know all of us down in Texas, we don't feel that way. Upon my victory, I promise right here, right now, to get back on HR 847 and think about Americans first for a change. And a word to Mr. John Fields, should you be listening, this is a lot of issues I'm working on, so don't be quick to bust out my chicklets like you're threatening the other candidates. Our government has become infested with a bunch of useless agencies that seek to bleed Americans dry of their freedom, rights, and hard-earned assets. One such agency is the reason we're here today. They're a complete and utter failure known as the Environmental Protection Agency. I'm here today to issue a warning to this agency of ruthless psychopaths. Your self-imposed death sentences against the first responders, as well as the cleanup workers of the Gulf, will be met with severe retribution.
Yeah!
Should a candidate such as myself be elected, I will begin calling for swift and harsh prosecution of the guilty to the fullest extent of the law possible. Should you decide not to participate, should you buy a judge or buy a lawyer or buy a congressman or senator, I'll be diming you out and I'll be prosecuting you also. The current and spineless individuals who refuse to participate should accept nothing but the fullest punishment, the fullest extent of the law. A representative of their country should not leave his people hanging, and I'm not one such representative to leave people hanging. We have been more than patient waiting for this so-called hope and change, and all that we've received is nothing but lies and tyranny. Out of the ashes of 9/11 tragedies, they have not brought about any positive solutions. Oh no. It has spawned nothing but pure evil. Evil legislation like the Patriot Act, cybersecurity, turning our nation into a police state control grid. Our country hasn't come under attack, ladies and gentlemen, and not from the terrorists, from our elected leaders. These so-called leaders have ditched and forsaken their constitutional oaths. For what? To become part of a gang of sick control freaks hell-bent on the destruction of our once proud nation. This year, 2010, we must do something that no one's ever done before. Kick them all out. Those we once trusted to look after our interests and protect what we believed in have dealt us the ultimate betrayal. They have subdued many into fear using their corporate-controlled media. They have sickened our children with toxic vaccines. They have poisoned our water with fluoride. Our skies are choked with chemtrails. But guess what? We are awake and we're pissed off.
That's right.
Every day, American citizens are waking up to the facts. The left-right paradigm is a bogus sham. The fact that we're faced with a relentless enemy bearing down on them, Joe, Ray Ray, Juan, Ahmed, and others will join forces and fight as brothers, not even factoring in race. This, my friends, is the spirit of America. We have stepped out of our comfort zone. We have pulled the knives out of our back, and we are destroying, oh yeah, we are destroying the bands of tyranny. The fight will never be easy. There's no timetable, but the lines have been drawn. We must shake off the fear the oligarchs have foisted upon us. We must spit in the face of the banksters. We must tread upon those who dare to try and enslave us. We must rely on principle and abandon the party allegiance. For this is what brought about this dangerous backslide from freedom to fascism. If you're looking for a leader, it's time you wake up and look in the mirror. For that leader lies in yourselves. It has to start somewhere. It has to start sometime. What better place than here? What better time than now?
Way to go, Steve Susman. Liberty candidates are the best. All right, we have another Liberty candidate coming to speak right Steve Israel, I call Dr. Yes, because he says yes to everything that's not in the Constitution.